What's going on for today's video? You already know. I told you. I got y'all. We're going to do an in-cab air brake test. This is a manual, and I'm going to do the automatic at the same time because I don't have an automatic. So I'm going to guide the automatics on what to do, when to chock your wheels, etc., etc. This is the new evaluation way. Air brakes is last. Some schools, they do the air brakes first. That's because if you fail your air brakes, they ain't got to hear the rest. They ain't got to hear the rest of the pre-tricks. All right, so you're going into the vehicle using the 3 points of contact. You're going to make sure that the gear shifter is in neutral and both air lines are pulled. Then you're going to do a safety start. You're going to turn the key one time. My ABS light came on and off, and then my DEF is full. Then you're going to start the vehicle. You're going to let all your gauges settle. Now, I do my air brakes last because that's the right way to do it. So you can start out with your emergency equipment, or you can do your indicators first. Me, I start out with my emergency equipment first, and then I do my indicators. I work my way on out and then to the outside. So my fire extinguisher is securely mounted. It's not cracked in with your broken. Pin in place for security is full and is ready for use. I got 3 red reflective triangles stowed away behind my passenger seat, and I got 6 fuses somewhere in the cab. My left turn signal is working properly. My right turn signal is working properly. My 4-way flashes are working properly. And then my high beams are working properly. Come straight out. My city horn, then my air horn, they're both working properly. And it's come right over here to your right. My heater and my defrost. So your heater, you can go here and then the bottom, and then my defrost is taking here and go over top. And then my defrost is working properly. Now I'm going to the outside. My side mirrors. Just do both mirrors at the same time. You don't gotta say my left or my right, and you don't have to count how many mirrors you have. My side mirrors are not cracked in with your broken. They're clean, free of debris, and adjusted to my liking. My windshield, securely mounted. It's not cracked in with your broken. It's clean, and I have no illegal stickers. My windshield wipers are not cracked in with your broken. Securely mounted, and my windshield wiper blades are not ripped, torn, or frayed. And then also I have fluid inside the reservoir. My hood mirrors, not cracked in with your broken, clean, free of debris, and adjusted to my liking. Now you're going to do a tug test. This is an 8-speed, so my first gear is forward, but in a 10-speed, you're going to come all the way over to the left and then all the way down. Make sure you put the clutch to the floor. Whatever one you push in, you're testing the opposite. So if I'm pushing my parking brake, which is your tractor brake, you're testing your trailer brake. If you're pushing your trailer brake first, that means you're testing your tractor brake. There's no order. So I'm going to clutch to the floor. If it doesn't go in gear, you hear that little growl, that means you just release the clutch just a little bit and it'll pop right in gear. So I'm pushing in my tractor brake. That means I'm testing my trailer brake. Just release the clutch a little bit. It's going to tug. The truck going to lift up just a little bit, not too much. There you go. Once it lift up, clutch back to the floor. Release your tractor brake. That means my trailer brake is working properly. Now I'm pushing in my trailer brake. I'm testing my tractor brake. Once the truck lifts up just a little bit, back to the floor. Well, you can leave it in first gear the whole time. Now I put it back in neutral, and then you would just say my parking brake is working properly. Now, for the automatics, what you do is, same thing, but you just want to keep your foot on the brake. You want to put it in drive, and then you want to hit the gas pedal, or the fuel pedal just a little bit. The truck won't lift up. Once the truck lifts up, then release the fuel pedal, and then you want to say the same thing. Now you want to do your service brake test. My service brake test, you want to throw it in first gear. I can't do it here because I'm in line right now. See the shit? We're in a landfill with it. Alright, my service brake test. I'm going to put it in first gear. I'm going to drive 5 miles per hour. And then you're going to hit the clutch and then the brake. And then once you hit the clutch and the brake, the truck going to come to a complete stop. And you're going to see my service brake is working properly. The truck then lean left or right, indicating I got a loose suspension, flat tire, or a shifted load. Automatic, all you do, same thing. You're just going to put it in drive. Make sure y'all push in both of your airlines. Drive 5 miles per hour. Hit your brake. Once the truck comes to a complete stop, then you're gonna pull your airlines. Then Tell them that my service brake is working properly, truck didn't lean left or right, indicating I got a loose suspension, flat tire, or shifted load. Also, manuals, don't forget to put it in neutral and then pull both your airlines once you come to a complete stop. Some schools want you to go backwards. I never heard that shit in a day of my life while training, man. But some schools want you to go backwards, so then just go backwards. For your air brake test, automatic, this is my opinion. I think you should just chalk your wheels before you do your air governor test, or you can do it after. But my opinion is just to chalk your wheels so you won't forget it. Manuals, you ain't gotta worry about that. All right, for my air brake test, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop it down to 100 PSI. I'm gonna rev it up between 1300 and 1500. It should sneeze in between 120 and 140. Now my air gauge, my truck is a little older, so my primary and my secondary is right here. You see it's at 120. So you're gonna drop it down to 100. Use your brake pedal. Once it drops, then you're gonna rev it up between 1300 and 1500. Should sneeze in between 120 and 140. Wherever it sneezes at, the new evaluation, they just want you to say 125. Now, some schools, they want you to say exactly where it sneezes at, because if it's not in between 120 and 140, if it sneezes at 145, they want to say that's a problem. You got to report that. Ain't no fucking problem. What the fuck? We in the mountains. I'm in the tippy. You can't even go no higher. Shit, you can't even go no higher in the mountains. Damn. All right, there goes sneeze, and it did sneeze at 125. Now, this is my air leakage test. Don't forget, so manuals, you're gonna throw it in first gear. Automatics, you ain't gotta worry about that. So you're gonna throw it in first gear, clutch to the floor. Then you're gonna cut the vehicle off. Then you're gonna cut the vehicle back on to the on position. I'm cutting the vehicle off. Cut the vehicle back onto the on position. Make sure you push in your tractor and your trailer brake. Do not forget your tractor and your trailer brake. If you forget your tractor and your trailer brake, they will auto fail you. So now what you're going to do is you're going to hold down your service brake for 1 minute. You're not going to lose no more than 4 PSI in that 1 minute. Then you just hold your brake. I'm not going to say it for the whole minute. I'm like, all right. I didn't lose no more than 4 PSI in that 1 minute. My low air warning test, I'm going to hit my service brake. Before 55 PSI, my low air warning buzzer sound should come on. So you're going to hit your service brake. You're going to drop it. Before 55. So I got an older truck. See, the red light just came on, so I was before 55 PSI. That's a key word. So you just want to say before 55 PSI. My low air warning buzzer sound should come on. Now it's going to beep. Y'all truck going to beep. This one don't. Now the last test is your emergency test. You're going to press down your service brake in between 20 and 45 PSI. Both my valves should pop out. But even if you say in between 45 and 20, they're not supposed to fail you for that. But in between 20 and 45 PSI, both my valves should pop out. So keep on pumping. Both my valves popped out in between 20 and 45 PSI. Put the gear shifter in. You want to put the gear shifter in neutral. Make sure both airlines are pulled. Do not touch this though. I am going to touch. That they can fail you off of that. If you pull these out, if one pop out and the other one didn't, then you pull it out, they can fail you for that. And that completes your in-cab air brake test. You're going to ask the examiner to get out and do a light check. So what you're going to do, you're going to do a left turn signal, right turn signal, four-way flashers, high beams, clearance lights. You're going to go to the back of the truck. You're going to do the same thing. Left turn signal, right turn signal, four-way flashers, clearance lights, and you're just going to hit your brake light. Man, I told y'all I try to keep it as easy as possible. I tried to talk slow this time, but I hope this video was a help. Appreciate video coming next, skills. Man, just stay tuned, man, for the next one, man.